Hello.
I realised I
Hello.
do this again.
Welcome to, I think it's session 29 of Weir, Adynn. Wow, everyone's here today. That's unusual.
Whoa.
So we've got everyone on screen, which is pretty. You look so cute together. We're gonna start as we always start off. Asterion, my lovely, every week I force you to do the recap, and I am not going to give that up anytime soon. So, can you do a quick recap, please?
Last time on What the Hecky just happened, we investigated the beaches and see what's going on down there. Turns out there are sea dreyer, and it turns out as if there was some sort of misunderstanding that apparently people who live on land can't breathe underwater. So the people who allegedly got kidnapped or did, they drowned to death and got eaten by sea elves. And then we saw that out. We told the head of the orphanage what happened, and that happened. And then we also sent a message to essentially to HQ of Ada to hopefully get a audience with the vampire hunters, and then also we spoke to Dracera's patron, right? Is it patron? Yeah, patron, which is Dylan, and that helps now Asterion with a little bit of his memory, and at least got his proper name back. Estella almost froze to death, but from the help from Dracera, Estella is now okay. And did I recap that correctly? And
pretty much, yeah. So you started the session after you guys had had a chat with Dylan. You then decided to go and deal with the alleged kidnappings on the beach. Found out that the people doing it were a pair of ocean Duriar who have been told to effectively socialize with the land dwellers. And they didn't know that the land dwellers, especially elves, could not breathe underwater. So they were asking them to play with them and ended up drowning them by accident. And then the bodies were effectively disposed of by feeding them to sea elves, who are cannibals. So you guys had to effectively figure that out last session, and then return back to the orphanage to tell Mother Mortessa what had happened to the two missing children, which was not so great, but it happened, haha. Since that point, I would say you guys have gone to rest, because you have been up all night. You have about a day or so now, I'd say, until you're ready to head back. For the sake of brevity, I will say that you guys are just sort of spending your time gathering together what Brandy may need to bring with her, as it's her first kind of large venture out of Padslow. You are preparing to go back, and the night before is peaceful. Can I get sleeping arrangements? Who would be sleeping with who and where? So you've been offered rooms in the Cabal Estate, which is the kind of big building that you've been meeting with Brandy at. You can sleep together or on your own. It doesn't matter.
Asterion would be where he was, I think, the night before, where he used to be basically sort of in his meditative sort of position on the porch. He would just basically be just sleeping out there, essentially, on the porch.
Okay. Odd, but okay.
Good for you, King. Good for you.
Good for you, King. Where are the rest of you sleeping?
How many rooms are there?
Hammock again.
Sarah doesn't need a bed. He doesn't need one.
I mean, it'd probably do you some good.
Well, Sarah doesn't need a bed either, but she's like,
Sleep is for fun time, so I'm gonna sleep anyway. I don't have to, but I'm going to.
Man needs pussy.
I hate you. Assumedly, Brandy's staying in her usual room.
Does Estella have a place? Did they give Estella a
You
place?
all have rooms. If you want to sleep bunked with other people, you're welcome to, but I want to know if you are or not.
Yeah, I would be like chilling with Drosera.
Yeah, boys, we're bunking together.
And Clay?
Probably somewhere we can get some rest.
That's fair.
So really far away.
Alone in a room somewhere as well?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So, night falls. It's very peaceful, sort of the clattering of waves against the cliffside outside. Again, another sort of thin smattering of rain is pattering on the windows. And about 1 o'clock in the morning, so early in the morning, Estella, you are woken by a faint light outside your window. Drosera, if you'd like to roll a perception check to see whether or not you wake up as well.
Perception check.
Yes, please.
Oh, great. Oh no. 13 with a -1, so 12.
Okay, you do not wake up.
Fuck!
Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So you're woken to sort of a floating light that kind of passes by the window. Estella, what do you do?
Can I look out the window?
You can see a few of these little lights. You recognize them from other people in your party having cast this spell before. It is simply dancing lights. There are 4 sort of flittering white orbs that are floating about in a trail over to the cliffside. And right at the cliff's edge is a door.
Ooh. Alright, who wants to come see lads?
You're welcome to wake someone up if you want to.
Asterion, no.
I'm not taking Asterion, not again.
What do you mean?
Maybe Karik?
Greek is outside. So as you go outside, you can go with Karik if you would like to.
Knowing Drosera, she doesn't want to see him. So yeah, I'm gonna like run down the stairs or fall down them and just go to Karik.
Bop, bop, bop. Are you bringing Thumb?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, no! Don't.
Okay, so Thumb. I'm gonna roll a perception check for Thumb.
Sadie
You
might
rolled
be
a
dead.
2. Thumb is currently like sat facing the wall in the corner of the bedroom. Because Drosera told him that it was kind of weird that he was watching him sleep, so now he's staring at the wall. He has not noticed that you have left the room.
Okay, he'll keep Drosera safe. I'm gonna go to Karik.
Okay, so you head outside, and in the tree that he seems to be consistently perking himself on is a hammock and Karik with like multiple limbs kind of strewn about, fast asleep.
Pull the hammock.
You're gonna pull the hammock?
Come on.
Yes.
Okay, so you pull on the side of the hammock, And Karik, you are woken up to a face full of dirt as you are flung off the hammock and onto the floor.
Karik, waking up in such a manner, he kind of skitters around a bit like, what? He kind of looks up, sees fucking Eslos stood there, like, hello.
It is the middle of the fucking night, and there's a child standing over you, like.
I mean, this is nothing new from this adventure so far, but I mean.
Dad, I threw up.
Oh my fucking god!
I had a mouthful of vape and fucking killed
I
it. Then I threw up.
The first words they say.
Oh god.
I
Okay.
can't fucking cope.
It's just stood in the doorway. There's a light behind. There's a light behind them, just in the doorway. It's just a silhouette. Just
Oh,
Okay, they're
Christ.
gonna sign to Karik with subtitles saying, Laz's door is there, do you wanna go?
Les. Well, I mean, I prefer if you've got to visit, I prefer you not go alone. So, well, I would like. I guess I could speak with him as well. Yes, I'll come. Is
Okay.
anyone else coming?
I just went to you.
No,
Oh.
only you. That's so dramatic.
Okay, do you want
I'm not
brandy?
about to be sold to the Fed now, am I?
Do you want to bring brandy, Drosera, Asterion, or Clay?
That is probably a very good point.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Can he gets himself up? Can he make sure he's got everything on him, that nothing's falling out his pockets or anything like that? You know, like scratching the dirt out his fucking mandibles. Like, got
Okay.
stones in my teeth.
Oh my god. Fucking. Okay. I can't have this chat open because you guys are gonna make me die. I have to have this. I have to have your cams on, and I have to mute this chat because I will not be able to focus if I keep seeing these memes. You're awful people. Okay. Okay. So you both kind of begin to approach the door. Reese, I swear to God. You both begin to approach the door together. The lights kind of drawing you closer as you move with them, until they're encircling the door. And it has its usual decor of red and purple sort of silks caught in the wind. A little wet by the rain, but it's not too heavy, so it's fine. Are you knocking, or are you just walking in?
I'm a knock.
Okay, so you knock on the door, and it opens slight, and inside, as you've grown relatively used to seeing, is the quite warm, cozy interior of Laz's bazaar.
Hey, Laz. Let me just walk on in.
You're just gonna wander in like, hey!
Yes, bitch. How you
You got
doing?
any more cloaks for me?
You need any more hair?
Oh my god. Need any more hair? Jesus Christ.
Need a hand? Hey.
You see behind the counter on the far sort of end of the room is the wide smile of Laz. He's grinning ear to ear, kind of lifts a hand and waves at you as you walk in. It's a pleasure to see you, friends. Just you two this time.
It's a bit late.
He kind of smiles. I was only expecting one of you.
Oh, sorry, I'll just leave.
Okay.
He kind of shakes his head. He's like, no, you're the one I wanted to talk to.
Yeah, there was a thing that we came across, or I came across something about you.
Is that so?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah! You're slowly getting more and more high pitched, though.
Yeah.
Not that signing can go high pitched, but you know what I mean. Kind of.
Just raise your hands up the higher pitch your voice gets.
He draws a long kind of drag of his pipe, and a trail of blue tinted smoke leaves his lips. What sort of things have you been hearing?
Just something to do with like a fae.
Kind of leans forward in his seat. One finger moves to the bridge of his glasses and pulls it down a slight, and you catch a glimpse of two very bright green eyes on you. A fae.
You seem to know each other.
Which one might that be? I know quite a few.
I mean, big blue naked man.
He kind of smiles. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not on very good terms, him and I. But if he's talking about me, well... Kind of leans back again. What did he tell you?
What did he tell me?
I cannot remember.
Don't look at me. I don't remember any big blue naked men.
Quick, watch the recording. Was it something about something did he spoke about me? Was it?
He's from because it's been a while. To my knowledge, he told you that Laz was expecting to talk to you.
Yeah.
I can't remember the complete details myself because it's been a while and I didn't write it down. The joys of improv kill me. So you can relay that onto him if that's what you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay, so he kind of crosses his arms. Well, he's right. I do want to speak to you.
That is about.
His eyes kind of flit to Karee. Do you mind having company here?
I don't mind.
He seems a bit off with the fact that Karee is present, but he doesn't say anything. He kind of beckons you forward, and as the two of you step a little further in, the door behind you closes. Now, little birdie told me that you're looking for someone.
I am.
How's that working out for you?
A little bit of progress. At least I know they're probably not dead.
I want to make you a deal.
Okay. Dressera's saying yes.
It's just Gabby screaming on cat.
Estor would feel Kree's eyes facing sideways at them are you sure what this? Not saying that out loud, but that's kind of the look.
I don't know, he didn't say anything yet.
All of Creek's eyes, or just some of them?
Half of them, the ones on that side.
No offense, kiddo, but You're pretty weak.
I know.
You know, as you are, without any guidance, without any help. Do you really think you can get what you want?
Not really. It's been a few years, actually.
That's where I come
So look at Gabby's face.
in. Gabby's fuming on camera. It's hilarious. Laz kind of leans a little forward. All I need you to do for me is a little favor.
Depends what it is.
You're an adventuring sort, right?
Yeah?
Just give me a portion of your spoils if you're going out and getting some interesting things.
You mean about anything? Because I find most things interesting.
If you think it's interesting, bring it to me.
Okay, I mean, if I find a pretty cool rock.
If I ask you to get something, you'll go and find it.
I guess, but I mean, I can't even find a person.
I won't ask the world of you.
I'm slightly confused.
He kind of smiles. Just little things, trinkets, gold, anything that might have some kind of value. You just bring it back to me.
Okay, but I'm not gonna steal anything.
I'm not asking you to steal.
Okay, that's good then.
In exchange, I help you get what you want.
Are you gonna teleport my dad here?
He kind of shakes his head. I'll make sure you're strong enough to endure when everything, like all the shit hits the fan.
Okay.
How's that sound?
They look back at Karik, unreally sure what he means by, like, taking little trinkets. They're like,
Karich kind of he has a hand kind of tightly clenched over one of his pouch, like one of the pouches of his belt, and like almost like instinctively protectively, almost. And he's been kind of looking between them. He's taken a note from what Drosera said beforehand about not looking Faye in the eyes and stuff like that. If you're a thing, so when he's been looking at his mane, have been looking like at the nose or the chin or something like that. But he looks quite concerned himself because he still doesn't entirely know what Fae properly are. He has a vague idea now, but he doesn't seem too certain on whether you should take this or not.
I do really want to help and find someone. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna look back at Laz and go, I'll accept it, but I don't want to steal things like, if, if someone has like a nice necklace, I don't want to be like, give me that. Just give it to you just because it looks interesting.
If that person's dead, it's free real estate.
No, I don't want to do that.
He kind of shrugs. We'll see. And offers you a hand.
I'm gonna place a hand on Estor's shoulder.
Well,
I do not wish intrude on private matters here. And he kind of looks between the two of them. But kind of understand it is really dawning on him right now why he wanted Estella there alone. If that makes sense. And he's like, I know these simple things he's asking, but not entirely sure if it is completely within best interest. So looking at Estella.
I mean, if it's just little trinkets,
I can't stop you. Whichever decision you end up making. But I am, and no offense, Les, but I am just I'm unsure on this deal. What it could entail later on. And you can just hear in his voice. He is just getting. You can feel the anxiety coming through him right now.
You know, I don't think this is your choice. He's looking at Karee.
I know that is why I say I can not make decision. It's just I am sorry.
Kind of looks back at Estella. Hand still offered. You know...
oh, okay. Sorry, Craig. I really want to use this to help find someone and help the team as well, if that's what he says. Yeah, and Estella's gonna take his hand.
He smiles, and he kind of leans a little closer. If we're gonna be working together, kiddo, I need you to tell me your name.
It's Estella.
I think both of us know it's not.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I need my hand to spell it out.
He kind of lets go and leans back.
It is Willow Lunanor.
It'll be a pleasure working with you, Willow. He grins. It's almost like the smile goes past the boundaries of a normal smile. Like his lips almost split his face in two. It's a little creepy. But he seems contented with their exchange. Outside, Zelios, you have picked up on the fact there are some lights in your peripheral vision, fluttering around a door on the cliffside. Considering you're sat outside, it's not hard for you to notice. And you make your way over to the door. Attempting to open it, it is locked.
Shit. He'll bang on the door. So he was like, sort of, not punch it, but sort of like just like sort of thump it with like the soft side of his hand a couple times.
From inside, both of you hear a knock.
Mel's here.
It seems like we've got company, and I don't have time to stick around.
Oh, okay. So we'll just leave?
Go back to sleep. Just
Wait,
kind of-
did I get anything?
You don't feel any different.
Oh my god, I got scammed, guys.
He kind of waves you kind of as if like telling you to leave, and smiles again. I'll be back in touch soon. Maybe bring more of your friends next time.
I don't think they really want to, but yeah, sure.
He's quite intently staring at the floor right now, like, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. So, you two leaving?
Yeah, wave
Yeah.
goodbye and prepare to see someone's face. Who's probably very disappointed.
So, you head outside. The door opens when you open it. Doesn't give any resistance. And as soon as both of you are outside of the door frame, it kind of warps in space, twists into itself, and vanishes.
Oh, cool.
Saren would glare, like, if he has any sort of, like, chance to be able to, I'm guessing because he'd be tall enough, he'll just basically just stare, like, Lazarus, dead in the eyes before it just disappears.
Not in the eyes, you idiot!
It's, honestly, I mean, he has a patron.
You're not meant to make eye contact.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that.
Told!
Oh my god!
Sarah told you last time you spoke with him.
I forgot.
I
I
forgot.
forgot.
It's fine.
It's fine. He has a Patreon. He has a Patreon anyway. Like, he's already in, like,
He has a
me.
Patreon?
Patreon.
Doesn't matter!
Sorry.
Wait,
Subscribe.
on OnlyFans. Come on, tell us.
He is, whatever. Anyway, he basically, because the staring is dumb, he'll be just staring directly into Lazarus' eyes, and then
You didn't get much of a chance, so we'll say before.
Yeah,
the door closed.
yeah,
I give up helping all of you. I give up.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
he literally like Sarah literally told Dylan that you have my sword, like, and he knows his name. He is
Yeah, but
so-
how's Dylan gonna feel when he literally got told, don't look Faye in the eye, and then as soon as the day after, you get a Faye patron, you look another Faye in the eye?
I
A
forgot.
day!
I
Not
forgot.
even that!
I forgot.
I forgot. I actually forgot.
It's fine. It's very funny.
Not in the eyes, you idiot!
What's the worst that could happen?
So,
Um,
you're now just stood on the cliffside in the rain. It's the middle of the night.
Hey, Zelia. I mean, Asteria and...
he would just be. He wouldn't say anything, but he would just stare down at both Estella and Creek. He would just be staring down at them, like a disappointed parent sort of thing.
Creek is staring at the floor like a disappointed parent who's disappointed in themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll just be staring down at them, like, and he won't say anything. He's kind of gesturing like sort of, well, what was that?
Had to do a little shopping. Might have sold my soul, maybe.
Stella, are you trying to lie to Asterion?
No, is that not the truth?
I mean, yeah, but are you dodging telling him actually what happened?
Kind of. Yeah,
Are you trying to deceive him?
I'll try.
Roll me a deception check.
Let's go. Hopefully,
You would deceive.
It's not a hard series.
That's true. Saren is a dumbass.
I can't remember what the roll is. It's insight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Asterion,
Yeah.
roll me an insight.
14.
I got a 7.
Okay, so Stella was just going shopping. Maybe gave him more of their hair. You don't know. Christ.
Because Saren is a dumbass, he'll be like, "Oh, I see. What did you got buy then? Did you buy anything?"
Power.
Power. I'm not sure, actually.
He'll be very confused. He says, but he'll be like, "Right, I guess. Well, okay, that was okay. That's strange. Just both of you go back to sleep. We've got a long journey tomorrow." And he just walks back to the porch and sits down.
Just know that Karik was the witness and did nothing about it.
He suggested.
Wait, is Estella saying this?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say like.
Okay. Are you just going to head back to sleep? Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I'll go back to sleep.
So, Krieg would kind of take Estella aside for a second.
Oh, okay.
Listen, I am not too sure on if that was exactly a good idea myself. I put mind forward to what thought. I only thing can say is that sort of thing is not my decision to make, but I personally I do not think that was the right choice to make.
I
As
mean-
already said.
I mean, the thing that he wanted didn't seem that big. He even said little things, so I was thinking that it's not big.
But remember that little, even small things can hold a lot of power. Not
I said I didn't want to steal anything.
mm, sometimes may not seem like stealing when happen. Just he does just seem like very anxious, even on just what to say, because he gets the feeling that for some reason he feels like he's being watched for some reason almost. Because they're not far away from where the door was, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
I have just I do not think that was the right decision to make. It is your choice.
But yeah, but like he said, I can't really do anything to help anyone. And plus, it has been years since I could do anything.
He gives a nod as he's kind of looking down a bit.
So I'll try to be careful, but I just really want to help.
I know you make decision for good reason. Because I have come to know you somewhat. Just all can say is be careful, okay?
Yeah,
I don't want anything happening over this, especially not you.
I'll be careful.
And you'll kind of offer Estella a hug quickly.
Yeah, sure, hug.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for pushing you off the bed.
Has happened many times before, and I have children of own. Can
They
laugh
push
a
you off
little
the
bit?
bed?
Well, I mean, they have cut hammock beforehand.
Oh God.
That was interesting. Wake up all in the morning.
So you're returning to your hammock. Stella's heading
Yeah.
back indoors. Asterion, I assume you're probably going back to sitting on the porch.
Yep.
Like a strange little man, but okay. And the rest of the night passes peacefully. Morning rolls around. And sun breaks through the dark of the clouds from overnight, and it seems to be drying up and a little warmer today. And you all kind of wake up. Stella, as you wake up, you feel odd. Something's off. Very warm, like unnaturally so. It's almost like you have a fever. You can feel kind of it's almost like static on the tips of your fingers. But other than that, Nothing else seems particularly different. You just feel a bit warmer. It could be the side effects of you getting sort of hypothermia the day before, but you don't know.
Yeah.
And in your pocket, you can feel the kind of fizzle of magic from the teleport coin as it is recharged.
Cool.
So, you guys each come to and wake up in the morning. And what are you doing?
So we're heading back to Adynn now?
Aye.
Yeah.
Have we got help Brandy pack?
Brandy's probably packed most of her things by now. You were told that sort of you only had a day or so now left to get your shit together, and now you're ready to go.
Is Ace wanting to join us?
Ace is going to be taking care of the town whilst you guys are not there, because
Okay.
someone's got to be posted here, and if it's not Brandy, then it will be Ace. You're given breakfast, provided by the house, and also Palos, who insisted that she helped cook breakfast.
It's kind of her.
Palos is very much just enjoying having lots of company, and likes feeding people, so she's like, yeah, food.
I'd like to be fed. It's a good fucking match.
She's a feeder.
Saren would have asked Creek if they could help him hunt once
You guys
again.
going for a morning hunt.
Yeah, before even.
I can do that.
I need you both to roll survival for me.
Yeah.
Would this be in favourite terrain, technically still? Because it is a still forested environment around.
I'd say so, yeah.
Oh god, what was...
I got a 2.
You got a 2, oh dear, that's not so good.
Yeah.
6 seconds is a 13. So 13 plus 7, 30, 20.
30, 20. So, Asterion, you're struggling this morning. For some reason, it's particularly difficult for you to grab a catch on your own. Luckily for you, you brought Karik with you, who is able to get enough for you to fill up for the next 2 days.
Okay.
So you have a munch, a morning munch, whilst everyone else is having breakfast back at the estate.
Okay. He'll say thank you to Creek for the help, as always. He appreciates it.
Palos kind of sits at the table as you guys return. Are we going home now?
I think that he's planning.
Kind of looking at Estella.
Nod.
just not.
They're like looking down at their hands, their fingertips.
Okay.
Sorry, was that a roll?
Palos, yes.
Oh my god.
Palos is watching Stella quite closely, and she kind of tilts her head to one side. Are you okay?
Might be feeling a bit ill, maybe.
I can give you a hug if it'll warm you up.
Oh.
Can't say no to that.
If anyone
Yes.
wants to roll an insight on Estella, you are welcome to.
I got that
We have-
good -1, baby. Let's go.
That's a 9.
10.
15. Clay, are you rolling an insight?
13.
13. Okay, so anyone above a 13. So 13 and up.
Oh, yay.
Yeah,
Yay.
you're part of it. Don't worry.
Not him.
Estella's like looking a little kind of shaken. Something's not right about them. Definitely, they're not as sort of the cheery little goofy elf they were kind of the day before. They seem a bit more kind of distracted. And Brandy, as you're looking at them, you swear their eye colour wasn't green.
You're right there, Stella? Sick or something? Not sleep?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, it looks fucking okay.
That's kind of rude.
Kind of rude, but okay.
Rude, but okay. Can't hear you, Brandy, if you're talking.
I'm not. They're
Oh.
talking, so I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Brandy will kind of. Who is closest to Brandy? Like proximity. I don't know where we stood.
You're kind of sat around a table, so you just whoever, I guess. Assuming that you probably sat next to Clay.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh,
Great.
fuck.
Fuck. Just gonna lean over to Clay, considering he's closest, and just ask. I'm not very familiar with your friend, but did they always have green eyes?
I think Clay's perceptive enough to.
Now it's been
Clock on.
pointed out to you. No, they did not. They had brown eyes.
He sort of like looks. He's looking at Estella, giving a double take, being subtle about it, but
I can't imagine Clay being subtle about anything.
Clay with this
he's a
baby.
rogue. He can be subtle if he needs to be.
Yeah, the rogue who rolled like a 1 last time he tried to do rogue things and almost fell off the fucking wall.
Just lie down, face down on the ground, and they won't see you.
There was a bush there from what that. Alright then, I'm just gonna lie down flat on the table. Active camo activate. And as he's looking at Stella, would whisper back, "Fuck me, no, she did. No, they didn't. What did that come from?"
Oh, so it's not something that they just do.
I don't. Not normally, no. They don't normally have fucking different eyes. It's like that's the Dracera shit.
Not to be rude, but do you understand anything about magic? Or
I know what I need to know. Thank you very fucking much. It's just not my forte. No, you wouldn't use that word. It's just not my,
That's too smart for him.
I know what I need to know. Thank you very fucking much.
Not my big string.
It's just not my.
okay. She'll kind of signal to Dracera. Considering she's just like, yeah, Fae magic goes with Fae. And kind of just mouth the same question over to Dracera.
Dracera's gonna kind of sit there with like her orange eye, just like blink, blink,
What?
and just try and like attempt to do like the casual looking at Estella or getting their attention, going like, "Stella, you okay?"
Yeah, I'm okay. Is there something on my face?
Yeah, actually, hang on. And she's gonna like reach over and take something off of Estella's face just to get like an up close
Really
look at the
close
fucking
look.
face.
Smart.
And will she notice that their eyes are green now? If she's that close?
Yes,
Do we need to
very
roll?
much you do notice.
Great. Does she recognize Fae shit, or is this completely unfamiliar to her? Don't even roll about it.
Sorry,
Okay.
could you repeat that to me?
Sorry.
I
I was like,
I just stared at the wall and spaced the fuck out. What? Could you?
I do the
please
same when
repeat
I
that?
talk too.
I apologize.
Basically, do I need to roll to check if I know anything about if this is Fae related or not, or would
Roll
I
me
not
Arcana.
fucking know? Oh no, it's a +0, so 12.
It's definitely magic.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay, with all the commotion, with Asterion, I guess you would know it by now.
If you can see the rest of them talking about it, it's kind of like.
If he's
Estella,
like,
you've picked up that they're talking about you, about something to do with you.
I'm getting nervous. Why is everyone staring at me?
Asterion won't be as subtle about all of this. He's very,
Why are your eyes green?
Why
White eye green.
he
Okay,
literally
what I agree.
like,
Oh my god.
he'll literally say like, he'll literally ask like, yeah, why are your eyes green? Like, what?
Just outright, wow.
Yeah, like they weren't like this.
Great
Literally
fucking
yesterday.
job.
I don't know. I can't see my own eye color.
I mean, but someone has a sword, right? You can
Yeah,
show them.
Clay's got daggers. He can just whip out a dagger and just hand it over.
Oh, what? What?
The reflection of on the metal, you're able
Okay.
to see yourself.
Oh,
That's odd. You definitely did not have green eyes. They look very similar to the eyes you made contact with yesterday.
sunlight.
Toby. Oh. Sorry, go on.
Sunlight changed my eye color.
Sunlight?
That can happen.
I go out the sunlight a lot. No. It's magical, is what it is.
I know Zarian has -1 in intelligence and -1 in wisdom. But can he have like put 2 and 2 together from what happened yesterday?
If
Would he-
you-
would he-
I will allow you to roll. Let's go with a straight intelligence to see if you can put this together.
Oh no. A 14. A 14.
Oh.
You've made eye contact with Lazarus before.
Literally last
You
night.
did it fucking yesterday.
You,
He did it before, I think, as well.
you
Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's
no, you've done it more than once.
Hmm.
You can recognize it.
Alright.
It takes a little while. You're sat there kind of staring at them, like hands on the chin, deep in thought, and then it clicks.
Okay. I think if anyone's watching Zarian, you'll see like that whole, you know, when someone gets an idea and you just see
Eureka
like
moment.
expression, like, yeah.
Just see that hole.
He would just sit there for a moment, and he will like start playing with, I guess, the cutlery sort of thing in front of him, and he looks back at Stella. It's like, you told me you bought something. Was it new eyes?
What?
Bought something? You were going shopping?
You can
Oh.
buy new eyes?
He'll point out that both Creek and Estella went to speak to Lazarus.
Who's Lazarus?
Lazarus fucking here?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is this a security threat that I should be aware of?
It's a cunt,
Yes.
that's what it is. Some fate.
Okay, being someone bad or being someone who is disliked is not the same as being a security threat.
Best way to say is be cautious.
Estella, what were you doing seeing Laz?
He said he wanted to speak to me.
Why?
He said that he wanted to help me.
Yourself's gonna like pointedly like turn her head away from the eyes now and be like, does this fucking count? I ain't looking at that shit. Fuck.
What did he offer you?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Sorry, are you telling all of us that you went to see Laz? You made some sort of deal, but you're not sure what that deal was?
Fuck's sake.
He said it was to help.
Yeah, of course he's gonna fucking say that.
Right, okay, I'm gonna
You're
go
smart.
outside for a second. I don't think I'm a good person here. She's gonna get up and just go
Sarah
outside.
walks out.
She's going for a cigarette. She's never coming back. Like,
Screams.
fuck this. No.
Chloe's just like, fuck's sake, I thought you're a smart kid.
I mean, yeah, but I'm also not a strong one.
Who's Lazarus?
Yeah, I was asking this too.
Some fey fucker who just shows up out of nowhere and sells you shit that's probably, I don't know, cursed or something.
I give him my
Salesman.
hair.
What?
I give
What?
him my hair.
Yeah, we've already discussed that part. It's not good.
Why?
You gave me this cool cloak.
What does your cloak do?
It has patches on it.
Brandy, in the most, like, her smile is, like, begrudgingly on her face, so she's keeping it to keep up appearances, but you can tell from her eyes that she's slowly looking around to each of the adults in the room and going, what the ever-loving fuck? And she just looks at them between very tight teeth. And you all were accompanying the younger child.
I didn't fucking realise what she was doing, right?
So you found a fae in the middle of nowhere, and you went, this seems okay.
No,
I'm gonna-
it fucking found us, and it seems to keep finding us if Estella spoke to them again.
I mean, surely that means it's tracking you.
Yeah, the thought had fucking occurred to me. But how do you hide from a fucking door?
I mean, your friend knows a lot about fae. Have you not asked?
That was we met Lazarus a while before we met Drosera.
Yes, but when you met Drosera, surely she could have helped with your predicament. I'm gonna go get Drosera to discuss this further, because it seems like all of us don't know much about fae. And she just, like, wanders off in the direction that Drosera went to get milk from the fucking store.
She ain't coming back.
She ain't coming back, does it? She's gone.
She's gonna go fetch her, whilst the others wallow in shame and pity.
Right, so you step outside. Drosera, what are you doing?
She's gonna just be kind of like pacing back and forth, not quickly, but sort of deep in thought about what the fuck to do with Estella, even though she's told everyone, hey, this is what you're not supposed to do, and then everyone's just been fucking ignoring her. So she's gonna be
Well,
like,
the child certainly ignores you.
yeah. Well, so did fucking Asterion, because he was like,
It's fine. It's fine.
the eyes are the windows to the soul, boy.
It's fine. What are you on about?
I'll fucking kill you.
So, Brandy, you find Drosera like pacing around outside.
She kind of holds. She's like pressing her fingers to her forehead, kind of massaging her temple areas as she starts to get a very strong migraine. And moves over to Drosera. I don't mean to be rude, But how have none of you got into worse situations than what you are currently in, considering that you're being tracked by a Fae and many other things?
Honestly, Brandy, but I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I don't really know what I can say to that.
Because it seems like kind of most things that have happened, and do not take offense to this, have been mostly your guys' fault. You engage with a Fae. By
No,
things
I
and
don't
there.
engage. I am with my own Fae. I don't
Right.
engage with the other one. The fact that vampires are chasing us is not my deal.
But
It's our deal as a group now.
Yeah, I understand that, but every situation we're in currently as a group is perpetuated by yourselves. Am I correct in thinking?
So it's Asterian's fault for being a vampire and going against them? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm more saying that when did he give you a heads up as to when you're being chased? Because I remember that you guys said everything was all right, and then in the next moment you said there was a ghost child, there was vampires chasing after you, there was a fae. I don't even know if that's it.
That's all I know, really. So
Okay.
I will tell you what I know. I joined this group late, and I had to pick it all up very quickly as well. But the ghost child thing happened before I joined. I don't really know much about it. The hunters, that happened when I just joined them.
Right.
And that's when we knew we were being hunted by these hunters. We also found out later that Asterion was also being hunted by other vampires. And now I've just found out that even after I've told the entire group the problem with dealing with other Fae, they don't listen. So, Brandy, if you don't think this is a good idea, honestly, as much as I do enjoy this group, I don't blame you.
Because the others in there is having a conversation with them, and they basically said, we know we're being tracked, but we haven't tried to do anything about it. So I thought I'd come out to you, considering that Fae seems to be your expertise, and ask if you knew any way to sever connections on this plane.
Roll me history to see if you know how to.
This is not really good, is it? Oh, 3. Okay, living. Oh, it's a dirty 20. Give me that lore, bitch.
Surprisingly,
You know shit.
despite it all, and you having been effectively born into Dullen's service, he did actually tell you how people kind of leave his domain in terms of his power over them if they get into a situation where they owe him, or in some regard work for him. Usually it means one of the two dies, either the Fae or the person.
Right. Okay.
So there are means of which some mortals have done it. You've been told that Dullen hasn't had any of his own do it to him, but through other Fae that he is acquainted with, they have had people who have worked for them die and then be resurrected, and that has severed the connection. They've had people just straight up die. That clearly severs it. They're not coming back anytime soon. And they have had people turn against them and attempt to kill the Fae. That didn't work out for them.
Shit. Right. Bye-bye, Stella.
You don't know necessarily whether or not this deal that was made is a positive or negative thing. Because in the same regard, a few days ago, Asterion made the same deal with a different Fae.
Yeah, but it's mine, so it doesn't matter. It's my dad, so it's fine. I think the anger comes from the fact that she was like, this Fae can't be trusted. It's tea for me because my patron and Laz do not get on. Don't do these things and you'll be fine. So she's feeling a bit like,
Bit betrayed.
I know something you don't. God damn it, it's fine. It'll be fine.
It's fine.
We just have to kill
from
you
what
and bring you
could
back.
tell back in that room, Estella seems healthy. Nothing other than the eye colour seems to have changed about them, and their demeanour hasn't changed at all. So they are not like acting like a different person. They just seem probably a little bit off because fair, you've made a deal and things will be changing, but it doesn't seem particularly aggressive at the moment.
Right.
At the
Do-
moment.
Do I know that Asterion's made a Fae deal? Has he said shit?
I don't know if Asterion's mentioned it. I also think Asterion is AFK.
I
Incredible.
think he's mentioned it to some people.
I think he mentioned it to you guys when he announced his name was Asterion.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, I will be doing what I can to assist Dracera's patron as well, and my name is Asterion, blah blah blah.
Right, okay. I didn't notice it, but do you usually get eye colors when you make Fae deals?
It depends what kind of deal. And we don't know what kind of deal Estella's made, because I don't really think Estella even knows what kind of deal they made.
Oh my god.
I can't believe. I mean, the child wasn't alone, right? When they made this deal?
I don't know.
Karik did not
Was-
say that they were with them.
Did Asteria mention he
Quiet.
saw something?
Scuttle away.
Asterion
You
mentioned that yes, he said you went shopping last night, which means that Asterion knows that Laz was present. Whether or not Asterion was with them has not been said.
Sneaky fuck. Okay.
Incredible. Okay.
All
Your
I know is
mysteries.
that the eye color change could be to do maybe with the fact that Laz can see through their eyes, is what I am suspecting.
What? Does that mean
Wait, there's a thing.
I can't look at the
I don't
child now?
Well, I mean, Dolan can see everything I can see in my dreams because that's his realm. So I
What?
don't see. Yes.
Oh my god, I'm surrounded by spies.
I mean, it's not a problem. It's not like he's going to be, sharing those secrets. But, everything I see comes through him through dreams. He doesn't, always actively see what I'm doing. But maybe that could be what Laz is doing.
Okay. Okay. See, I was making a list of things we have to fix. One of them being the vampires chasing us and the
Think about-
hunters chasing us, and
Asterion has something to say, so spit it out.
Asterion isn't here, so
Yeah, fuck off. You're not allowed to speak. Shut
um,
up. What?
shut up.
Currently, it's just
shut up
these
your
two
mouth.
outside, so he's
Oh, I
going
see,
to
I
have
didn't
to
realise.
wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then, of course, there's the ghost child, which murders people that just happens to be around, and also seems to really dislike me because last time it was out, it was staring at me with a knife, and I didn't. don't
Wow,
think
that's nice.
All I know is about.
She was raised in a backwards Christian house. What the fuck do you want from me?
To BH.
Brandy is out here throwing some shade.
I said
Andy.
I'm accidentally xenophobic. Leave me alone.
Accidentally.
She just uneducated.
She is uneducated. And now And now there's a person I don't know looking through the eyes of a child that I now no longer can look at it. And from what you said, I'm guessing, did Dracera say that you have to kill one or the other to split? Okay.
Yeah. Like a Harry Potter Voldemort situation.
And from what you said, one of them has to die separate, so that's not a solution either. I think, first off, next time this man Fae thing appears, we go meet him, I think.
I mean, I would have met him if I
Yeah.
knew that he was even here.
Because surely, okay, I don't know how Fae contracts work, but do you get like do you have to sign it? Do you get like words that you can read through about the
No.
terms and conditions?
No.
What? So you just sign a contract and hope?
The contract is, if you give them your name, if you do a handshake, if you look them in the eyes, anything that they suggest, as long as they've said it, that is a contract. And the vaguer the contract, the better it is for them.
They do have to state that it is a deal. So
Yeah.
Even if you make eye contact with him and shake his hand, it could be just the deal of you're buying something he's selling. It doesn't have to be like a whole patron situation. But if he has stated that it's a deal for something, especially not physical, it's going to be more of an issue.
Like, if he says something vague, like, I want something that you love, that could literally be the vaguest shit in the world, from a person to, like, an object or something fucking weirder than that.
Okay, so I say we keep a close eye. If Stella starts sprouting more eyes or more limbs or electricity starts coming out of their feet, we'll know who to go to. Until then, don't let anyone in the group out of our sight, because it seems like none of them have an ounce of responsibility in their entire body.
Yes.
And I don't mean that in a cruel way, but you're gonna end up on the wrong side of a trench if all of you continue on like this. And I don't want to end in a trench.
There is someone we could ask to get help.
Is it another Fae? Because I don't think I can do more Faes.
It's kind of a... She's similar to me. It's the assistant. She's another Juria. Works at Arda.
Right. Okay.
She might know more than me. She's a little bit eccentric, let's say, but she could be helpful.
She has ADHD. She's a disaster.
Okay. But she's not dangerous, according to your assessment?
No, she's helped us quite a few times.
Right. Okay.
She's the big bad.
Okay. Fine. We'll go back. We'll ask. They seem to have better expertise. I have to fix up my hammer anyway, so I'm going to be coming with you. I don't want to resort to it, but if it continues like this, we are going to have to resort to the buddy system, holding hands and stuff. Because honestly, wandering off, finding Faye, getting green eyes, it's not things that should happen to normal people.
I don't think we are normal people, though. I mean, have you seen us?
Ouch.
I mean, I think some of you are normal. The only thing that's slightly off with your friend is his necessity to cuss.
Yeah, that's his thing.
That's the thing that stands out out of everything.
Not the not the dead child.
Dead child.
More so just the fact that he swears all the time.
That's Christian Brandy for you.
Okay. Could you accompany me back, because they seem to be having discussions about Faye and everything, and I'm not the most well versed, but I'm also adding more things to fix on my list. as we go.
I hope it's a long list.
I've already got like 5 items with subtitles with them. So, and today, this morning, I've just been given another 3. So you have to bear with me. If I seem slightly frazzled, I don't like being frazzled, but you've been giving me a lot. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Okay, we'll go back. We'll debrief, I guess. I don't think this is a prominent threat right now compared to the vampires. Would you say?
What was the question?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Basically, she's asking, do you think that this Fey Pact is more dangerous at the moment than the vampires coming after? She thinks that the vampires are more prominent.
The dangerous thing is that we don't know it. So the higher, if it's vague, if we can't find out what the deal actually is, then it could be more dangerous.
I just don't like the fact he's picked on a child, but we'll get back to that. We'll circle back to that.
Yeah.
Let's make our way inside, and she'll start moving inside, just releasing a massive sigh.
Okay, so you guys head back indoors. Everyone's still around the table. Stella, everyone seems to be talking about you.
I don't like it.
I mean, you don't.
If you didn't like it, then you should have made a deal with a Fae.
Yeah, or your fucking parental figure should have stepped in.
I'm sorry, but at that moment, with the way Laz spoke to him, he thought he'd get fucking flayed if he put anything
Honestly,
forward.
yeah, he tried to, and then Laz just shat on him.
Oh,
Like,
don't you worry.
at the point beforehand, I'd had to quickly run for 2 minutes, which is why I hadn't said anything at the table.
Fair.
Okay.
So when it came back,
yeah,
I would have said, if conversation had kept on there, Greek would have added in that he advised against it, and when he first went in, he was feeling fine about going in and speaking to Laz because he's done it multiple times beforehand without any proper repercussions if there hadn't been any actual deals made at that time or anything, or purchases or anything. So he was fine to start with, but then when the door closed behind him, he felt a little bit, okay, this is a bit off. And then when he put his 2 cents in, he felt the look for Laz and was like, okay, yeah, if he was to carry on at that point, he might not have even been leaving. And there still probably would have been a deal made.
You didn't call out Estella when Asterion asked, what did I do?
Because he knew this conversation would be coming in the morning. Because he was going to bring it up regardless in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
It was simply the fact that I'd had to run for 2 seconds that nothing got brought up from Greek's end.
That's fair.
Okay. Asterion will be like, he'd be not sad or angry. He'd just be not angry, just disappointed. Yeah, pretty much.
Disappointed.
Yeah, he's disappointed that Estella lied to Asterion. He won't say anything. He just like if Estella looked or saw Asterion's face, he'll be like, oh, sort of thing. Like he's like, he could have just told me. He's a little bit disappointed. But yeah,
Brandy will make her way in. She won't sit at the table. She'll kind of just rest, like her hands on the table, and lean over them. Look round the group with a tired kind of gaze. Right. Plan is to head back to Arda, avoiding vampires. Is that my assessment?
I thought we were teleporting.
What?
Yes, it's the I don't know if this is even a thing, but can we teleport? Is that a thing? Can we do that again? Was it one time?
Coin. It's charged up.
The coin's
You have
ready
a
to go.
teleporting coin?
Yes, that's how we got here. I mean, I say we got here. We kind of landed here, but you know.
Okay. Just before we leave, just in the comfort of my home, could I have a quick rundown as to every magical thing that you have currently on your person, just in case something explodes and, leads to other things that could have been avoided if I had known?
I mean,
I don't fucking know.
I think the time being, I'm guessing you're up to date with everything.
Everything. So there's the cloak I saw that makes people invisible. There is a teleporting coin.
Yes.
Is there anything else bar magic eyes now?
Estella
I mean,
has a cloak, but
The cloak with patches is magical now. I thought it was just a trinket.
No, it magic patches.
Right. Do you know what those patches do?
fuck knows.
Estella, you know what the patches do.
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
Are
any of them...
you gonna tell anyone?
Sorry.
Any of them lead to potentially deathly situations?
Wait, the patches?
Yes.
No, they're just items.
Wait, hold on.
They're
Patches.
just...
What patches?
What do the items do?
A torch can light up a fire.
Right.
What else is on the list? Okay. I have a healing potion. I was gonna use that, but didn't need to.
Right.
Oil could burn someone. That'd be fun.
Oh god.
Say,
Child's
what?
getting fucking arson vibes.
That would be literally Brandy's gaze is piercing. It's kind of scary because she's got this really tight grin on her face as she looks between Clay, Asterion, and all the rest.
Clay's looking back at Estella as well, based on that last comment. It's a Car's comment right there.
That was a Car's comment. Jesus. Okay, so for example's sake, for Reese, it is a cloak of many things. If you tear off a patch, it creates the item that is sewn onto that patch. So they have a handful of little items sewn onto these patches, such as ball bearings, a torch, blah 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 blah. And as soon as they tear the patch off, it becomes that item. It's a one-time use, and then once that patch is used, that patch is used.
I feel like someone said about this before, really long time ago. It's just me forgetting.
That's fine.
So yeah.
Clay's just
bad.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, I have ball bearings too, so I can throw them.
No,
at
not the
people.
fucking ball bearings, the arse part.
The arson part? The setting someone on fire with the oil part.
Well, I mean, it seems pretty normal to everyone here, and plus, since vampires.
Okay,
there's a difference between killing someone who's trying to fuck you up and then setting someone on fire.
There's this difference between putting someone down for safety and torturing someone just because you can.
No, I have a good point. I mean, vampires are not good against fire, isn't it?
Yeah, that's...
Sorry, what? Pardon?
Oh my god. This conversation got very quickly out of hand.
we don't like sunlight, and sunlight is not good. That's not nice. Silver's not good.
Radiant magic.
Radiant, yeah, that's not good either. We don't do that. That hurts a lot.
I'm not saying to Asterion. I'm just saying vampire people.
Vampire people.
And to me.
Just
no, I don't want to. I'm just saving it if we need it.
Are you wanting to set someone on fire? Because like I'm happy to I want to witness this. I mean, I don't want to witness this.
Okay, so people are staring at me for
Astarion,
saying that. People are staring at me for saying that they're shocked about burning someone, but he wants to watch.
Yeah, and Clay just told us to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but this is expected from him.
Okay.
Wait, what was that supposed to mean?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Okay.
god, Jesus Christ.
I am going to ignore all of these crowns for the sake of
Hold
getting
on.
to Arda to fix my hammer.
Do it.
I would love if people didn't encourage the child to commit arson or torture whilst I'm in the party. That would be really, really
Okay.
sweet of you all.
If we have to set someone on fire, I feel like we have to set on fire. It's just like
Dear God.
Okay, you
It's-
never. Okay. I don't know what you've been taught, but you never in life have to set someone on fire. There's always different ways. Like if someone's standing on the edge of a bridge, you don't go, I guess it's time for gravity to work its magic. There's always a different way.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I get that. Because, when I had to assassinate someone, I had to, there's the choices to push them off, for example.
No. There's no choice. If you pick up a contract,
Oh my
if you pick up a
God.
contract, you pick the least harmful way, the least painful way, just to get rid of them. You send them back to God's grace. You don't go, let me see whether I can flay someone today. I think that'd be really fun. No, you do it in
Okay.
one.
Okay,
If you-
I'm gonna say
If you're talking,
Palos interrupts.
I don't want to
Palos is gonna interrupt with
I don't know about you, but maybe we should probably stop arguing and argue when we're back at Arda.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I would absolutely love to get back to Arda. Thank you,
And
Carlos.
I would love to get back to Arda and also talk about this conversation that we're having right now. And he's like, this is very slow. when he's-
Honestly, Asterion, you're like you're one step into the padded room right now.
What's a padded room?
Sounds
Okay.
comfy.
What difference would arguing at Arda make? And also, wait, we never got to the bottom of if this Fey fuck is seeing through Estella's eyes.
Which?
Okay,
who-
just don't. Okay, we're
Sorry,
just not gonna look at it in the eyes. We're not gonna look. We're not gonna pay attention to it.
Wait,
Um,
we're not,
Can we
we're not
blindfold
supposed to look- hold on. We're not supposed to look Lazarus in the eyes.
that's like Fey rule number 1.
You make up
You were told
What?
this already.
why would I? Why?
You know, it's
Legitimately, you were told
it's like
this
the
already.
number 1 rule. It's like when you see a road, you go look both ways. That's the rule for the road. For the Fey, rule number 1: don't look them in the eyes.
What are they gonna do? I'm a vampire.
Astarion, in the last 24 hours, have you lost brain cells? Please!
I don't understand this aggression. I'm just asking.
I know Estella.
We're related through a Fae now, and I'm genuinely concerned about your brain activity. Please stop.
Yes,
Please. I'm going to cry.
Dylan, right?
I would
Dylan.
like to go
Okay.
home.
Who's
Please.
got the coin? Please, someone get out the coin.
Oh my God.
I got it. It's right here. They put it on the
Okay.
table.
Okay, so you guys kind of begrudgingly, despite this argument, are going to get up and head outside in order to try and cast the teleportation circle. Brandy, Ace kind of grabs you by the wrist very quietly as you're heading outside and just mutters, "Be safe, alright?"
Honest, I thought I'd be fine, and then I was like, you know what? These people are protectors, but I'm starting to doubt that. I think these people are the perpetrator. If I saw a town on fire, I go, it's these lot. I'm hoping I can change their ways by being with them, but I'll be honest, there is a fear deep within me of the capabilities of these people.
Yeah, me too. Alright, so just,
I used to be assassin.
make sure you're, oh golly, make sure you're writing, you're writing back to me, alright?
I'll write back to you. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep in touch. As soon as I get my hammer fixed, I'm coming back. It's fine. People need us here.
Yeah. And she kind of gives you a short hug and lets you go outside. Thumb is just kind of holding onto Estella's hand and staring at Estella and not doing anything useful because that's Thumb. Are you going to attempt to use the teleportation coin?
I just have one question for Estella before we go.
Yeah.
Now that you're under a Fey God, does that mean your little mushroom fellow is also abiding to that? Is it like a chain of order?
Chain reaction.
Thumb kind of looks at Brandy. Thumb looks absolutely no different, other than he has like a couple more berries.
He's like a fucking cryptid. He's got his fucking crab eyes, so it's not like they're gonna fucking change to green.
No, he's just got like these beady black eyes, and a couple more berries have grown on the top of his head, and that's about it.
What would happen if a Thrall like tasted one of the berries?
You'd probably throw up quite violently. You can't digest it.
No, just taste it.
You can't.
It's what we do in the Shadows rules.
just flies away with the plummet.
We're gonna go on.
Sorry, I'm derailing it. Sorry. Ignore me. Sorry.
Okay.
Ignore me.
Estella, are you the one using the teleport coin?
Oof. Wait, what do we need to roll for that?
I need you to roll me a D100.
Anyone want to try, or shall I?
I mean, everyone apart from Brandy going knows the place
Yes.
pretty fucking well.
So you know where you're going, which makes it easier for you to land on it correctly, but I still need you to roll me a D100.
Alright, guess I'll do it.
Does the percentage go up if more people know what they're doing? Like, do we get mods?
Oh wait, Clay's wearing the uniform. Clay, that counts as an associated object, so
we all have the bracer though. We all have.
You all have the braces, so yeah, so you can always get back to Arda no matter what you roll.
Yeah.
Because its associated object is always on target.
Cool.
Okay, so you don't have to roll. So yes, you will be able to just get back. Other than Brandy, possibly also Thumb.
Thumb's been there though.
Thumb's been there, but he's stupid. So
yeah, he's stupid, but he's leave the fun guy alone, alright?
Okay.
He's a fun guy.
So it's the 6 of you, and then Thumb and Palos. It's 8 people. That is the max you can take with you. You draw onto the floor the sigil that's on the coin. You stand in the middle of it with the 8 people travelling with you, and flip the coin. And as it lands sort of back on your palm, there's a flicker of very bright blue light, and you are all whisked back to Arda. You land in the doorway on your feet. Unlike when you came here and you landed a few feet above the ground, you land as if you had not moved much. I am going to make Arda's map available again, if it isn't already available.
Before we head off, could a secretary takes a wee snatchy dirt to the ground?
You're taking dirt with you?
Well, no, because I mean, if we ever have to go back there, it's an associated item.
If you're going to bottle it...
I mean, you know, you have Brandy who lives in that hometown, who has loads of things.
Yeah, it's more just of a. And I personally just looking at it as a wee bit of a thing. I mean, I know
you're welcome to take it if you want to.
That's all. It's only just as a precaution. Is all I'm saying.
So you have a bottle of dirt. You have a jar of dirt.
I got a jar of dirt.
With that, we're gonna go take a break.
Toby, I lost Asterian's icon.
Oh no.
Did you?
Oh,
Wait.
shame, he's deleted from the world.
Oh no, Sterion's gone. Okay.
Oh no.
Whilst you're doing that,
Oh no.
It's in the void, literally like over here somewhere.
I saw you move your token off screen.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I kind of lost it.
Wait,
Like,
that's how you
Why
lost
would
it.
why would you do it in the first place?
Fucking.
This is what I'm saying. The sinners should get the time.
all right, we're going on break. We'll be back in 10 minutes. See you in a bit.
Wait.
And we are back. And the arguing did not stop over the break.
I know what you're talking about. We had a very peaceful talk about everything and anything.
Peaceful, very much so.
Very peaceful.
Okay, so you guys have teleported successfully back to Arda. The 8 of you stood in the hallway, which is the entrance. Seems quiet, seems like people are kind of getting on. It's just the usual atmosphere.
Oh, in the hallway. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
So, this is where you guys hide out and stay?
Something like that.
This is a headquarters, yes.
Do you have a boss?
Come with us. We do need to debrief our latest mission.
Yeah, he's basically speak with them soon.
Speak with a spoon?
No, speak with
her
the
soon.
administrator. We never asked the administrator's actual name. We need to do that. I will be doing it. Okay. Sarah will be like, follow. Sarah will be like, yeah, follow us.
Okay, so as you step out into the corridor, the first thing you notice is that down the hall where you usually bunk, you're aware, like, it's like over here. You're aware that that's kind of where the assistant's lab is. There is a hole where it used to be, and it is completely boarded off. From what you can tell, looks like the place was blown to pieces. People seem to be kind of skirting around it. Some people are inside, seemingly performing some kind of construction, trying to put it back together, and the assistant is nowhere to be seen.
This all of a sudden makes so much sense as to why I was not here.
She did tell Zelius when they last spoke that she has been effectively grounded. And this is probably why.
Greek was there for that, but he's like,
Yeah.
these things will make more sense now. I am glad I was away on mission that time.
They said they were temporarily on leave. I believe they said something about.
Yeah, she was put on temporary leave at her sister location that she runs in the Drowy Green.
Did someone say sister location?
I swear to God, I'm gonna kill you in your sleep. Okay, we are going to... You guys kind of move past it. It's a wreck, but they seem to be putting it back together slowly. Palos will wander with you.
Brandy?
Yeah, should I be concerned?
I have not seen this particular thing happen before. I believe you say you come back to see about Fix Hammer. I'm pretty sure we spoke with person over Stone of Long Talk about this. Not about the hammer, but that coming back. And she said she not here for reason she did not mention. I think this might be why. I think
The person I came here for isn't here. Is there not anyone
I
else?
think there is. I do not know if there is other people here who work on the same thing. I have only worked with the assistant, who is person who normally she is artificer. That I know.
A reminder that Brandy told you that the name was Chorus on the letter.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Scratch that. No, then person who speak to is I think might be here. We did not speak with him beforehand. It was more assistant, but we will see.
Okay.
Sorry.
So is he about?
Hopefully we need. Well, we are just here. We need to quickly see. It has been little. Well, it has only been not too long since we went over it. It's only been a week now. So, I believe he should still be here. I think. We will speak with administrator. She will let us know.
Okay.
Pokes her through the door. Oh, Gail, he is here.
Saren will, as always, I mean, more so now because, you know, he's changing a lot. Like, he takes a very sort of, like, deep bow in respect sort of thing. This is, I know it's point out the obvious, but we have returned, and we're a visitor as well.
The administrator seems to just kind of watch each of you file in. Considering none of you knocked, you just walked in. And she sits back in her chair. Behind her is stood Chorus with a handful of papers, as he seems to constantly be carrying. And he waves a little awkwardly as you walk in. The administrator doesn't seem particularly pleased that you just wandered in, but she welcomes you anyway.
I didn't realise that was a door.
That
He
is
would
a
have knocked
door.
otherwise.
Yeah.
He would have knocked otherwise. He would have knocked then.
She kind of nods her head and says, so you brought back the person I asked you to collect.
Indeed. We did have to deal with some old, I guess you could say, relatable plan of mine in the process, but we have returned, and he kind of sort of like shuffles out of the way, sort of thing. This is, and he sort of nods to Brandy to if they want to introduce themselves.
She'll kind of look to this. She's quite a tall woman, isn't she?
Yeah, she's an Adynn.
Oh, sick, snap. She'll kind of look to the Adynn, kind of courteous like, hi, my name's Brandy. I was called from your company.
I believe so. She kind of leans a little forward. Chorus is eyeing you quite closely. He doesn't say anything, but he's watching. And the administrator smiles and she says, "Welcome to Arda. I hope that your travels have been safe."
Safe is one way to put it. I didn't expect to be pursued by so many people. But I suppose I'm safe here in this vicinity.
You are safe within these walls, yes.
These people work for you, right?
The people in this room?
Yes.
They do indeed.
Are you aware they have so many enemies, or?
Unfortunately so. She kind of looks at Zelios.
Sarah would like sort of like in some sort of amusement, like you won't take it to heart, like he would just like raise an eyebrow out of amusement and looks at the administrator and looks back at Brandy.
Though it is nothing we can't handle.
Right. Yes, of course. I got sent a letter by a person called Chorus.
She kind of looks over her shoulder at the rather meek-looking human man who lifts a very stiff wooden arm and waves. That's me.
Hi, I heard that you're good with weapons and stuff.
He's kind of eyeing the hammer. I trust you. You got my letter.
Yes, I thought you were a mushroom man, but you're very much a normal man.
Kind of looks at her with this air of confusion, and Thumb just kind of pats around behind against the wall and kind of makes eye contact with Chorus, just briefly.
Identity theft is not a joke, Thumb.
It is me. And he swallows and says, "Yeah, I'm just a man."
Nice. Well, being just a man, do you reckon you could fix my hammer? That's what I'm here for, primarily.
Of course, yes. If you'd like to come with me to my office, we can look at it there.
Awesome. Was there anything else that I was summoned here for, though? I got told by this lovely group of people that you were doing something with this association.
The administrator sort of cuts in and says, "Yes, we're looking for as many hands as possible to get involved with Arda's efforts against a rather rambunctious group known as the Harbingers. I'm unsure if this is a familiar term to you."
The Harbingers. I don't think so.
They are a group of individuals who have come to our attention, are looking for artifacts from the First Era in order to start a new reconstruction of the world. And we are standing between them and their goal. We'd like as many people, capable people, on board as possible to help us in our efforts.
Right. Okay. That's a rather... I don't mean to be rude, but that's a rather vague goal, I guess. Is there anything specifically you do rather than just generally trying to herd up these harboring types?
ARDA stands for the Arcane Repository of Dangerous Artifacts. We collect things, objects, items, magic items that have caused significant damage to the public in both this era and the last, and make sure they are well documented, studied, and dismantled for the sake of the public. We do this relatively covertly. We try not to make ourselves particularly known, though it seems that we're making quite a name now that we have competitors that wish to use the artifacts that we study and remove for their own gain.
Right. I see. Well, I am a mercenary. I am for hire, but my group has to stay back in the town because there's a lot of stuff that's going on currently. So I wouldn't be with my usual competence.
Of course, this position is not required, but you will be paid for your work here.
I see. So, is there a mission that you had in mind?
There tend to be disturbances that we are informed of, that we send out people in order to handle appropriately and either report back or bring back artifacts that have been causing these disturbances. The group that you are currently travelling with have been in quite close quarters with quite a few of these so far, both on the more dangerous end and others maybe less so. But even the less dangerous artifacts are still ones that should not be in the wrong hands.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Okay, well, either way, I have to go see what's wrong with my hammer. And possibly check out the association.
Get a drink.
Just dying to work.
It was nice having you
Comes
with
with,
us, Brandy.
it comes with being a fucking asthmatic. Give me a sec.
Rest in peace, Brandon.
Do you have anyone that could tour the vicinity with me?
I'm sure that once Chorus is done with his duties with your equipment, I'm sure he could provide that. Chorus kind of nods. He seems like quite a nervous sort. It doesn't seem much for eye contact. He's kind of staring at the floor. He seems quite slow in how he moves. He kind of hobbles on one leg. But he seems willing enough to give you a tour and make sure that you know the facility.
Am I alright to leave you guys? Are you okay on your own? She's kind of looking back to the group.
Yeah.
We're in a safe space now. We'll be fine.
Okay. I understand that, but I have just been told there's a bunch of really dangerous weapons inside this vicinity, so I'm just making sure.
They are kept in a well-secured place away from possibly less capable hands. No offense.
Well, I'll leave them to you. I'm sure you want to debrief with them. I did take them on a little mission just to test them out, and I think we got in slightly deeper than we thought we would. But I'm sure they can spell it out to you. I'm gonna go get my hammer fixed. She'll kind of bow because she doesn't really know what the position of this person is, and kind of gesture for Chorus to come along.
So Chorus will lead you back down, kind of into the room that was on the route into this one. It seems a lot smaller, with two desks, one of which is absolutely covered in paperwork, and the other which is very neatly sort of organised with pens and paper and whatnot. But there's a large kind of distinction between the two of them. It seems significantly smaller than the administrator's office. However, Cora seems a bit more at home in here, and offers to take the hammer to take a look at it.
Sick. I don't want to be a hog, so I'm gonna leave it over to the others for their debrief, and then I'll come back.
Okay. So the administrator kind of offers for you all to step forward and line up and talk to her properly, because some of you are kind of at the back of the room being edgy rogues. I'm looking at you, Clay. And she smiles and kind of waves a hand and says, well, let's, she seems hesitant at best, understandably so.
I wonder why.
Tell me what happened.
Has the administrator, well, I mean, Hanny, the administrator's not here, but not administrator, the assistant, sorry. Did the assistant relay you the message that I sent forward?
I have already sent a letter out to the CEO, let's say, of the Hunters of Helios.
And he would nod. He says, "What about the run-in with, or as you could say, the little reunion, you could say, with my old previous clan?"
You say that you had an experience with them. Not a positive one, either.
No. It definitely won't be. and if there's any more in the future, it'll still be the same. Yes, we ran into a group. The best way to put it, a group of them, and it appears one of them was the child of one of the council members. But hopefully, that will send a message to them that we're not to be messed with, because they are not existent anymore. But the threat has been dealt with for now. I am unsure they will send more. We've saved what's left of the village, and we had to deal with some strange. See, he looks to Dressel like, was it like asking them what their species are?
Ocean Druria.
Ocean Druria. Dressera helped significantly in both of these. Everyone did, of course, but with the Ocean Druria. If it wasn't for Dressera, I think a lot of us would have been drowned in the ocean, honestly.
I knew your expertise would come in handy then.
Thank you.
But we did what you asked, and we did a little bit extra, and hopefully made some amends to a little bit of this world.
For the time being, whilst we are managing the problem of this clan of yours, we're making progress on deducting what our next plan of action should be. Is there anything you found on their persons or around them that I should know about?
I took a weapon from them.
Right. She kind of squints a slight. Might I have a look at it?
Of course. And she takes out the sort of giant cleaver and holds it like this and gives it towards her.
She kind of lays it on the table, has a look over it. Anything else of note?
There were symbols.
Yes.
Symbols.
Yes. I was able to get some sort of translation. It's sort of written in muddled Selraki, but it meant devout of Adynn. And it was written in one of the statues as well.
This was where you dealt with this clan?
In a cathedral. Yes.
That implies that this clan of yours happened to be working alongside the people we are working against, which makes them more of a problem. She kind of frowns, flicks through a couple of pieces of paper, scribbles something down. Alright, I will take that into account now that we are managing the situation. For the time being, Zelios.
He smiles as call me Asterion.
She kind of frowns a slight. Asterion.
He put his hand up, so it's a story for another time.
If you say so, Asterion. For the time being, you and your crew are dismissed. We need you to be somewhat not associated with Arda for only a short period, just so that we can get the heat off of your head, and that they don't come here and attack the headquarters looking for you. In the meantime, you are perfectly welcome to do as you wish, so long as you are keeping a low profile.
Okay.
And Mr. Clay, a visitor arrived for you while you were gone.
What?
If you'd like to stay behind after I dismiss the rest of your team, I would appreciate it.
Sure.
Thumb is attempting to climb onto the table so he can get his hands on the cleaver.
Sarah's gonna like quickly walk over and just pick it up and like move it away from his little grubby
His
hands.
little grubby hands. he just kind of follows you over as you
Just
walk away with it.
Are you picking them up, or are you doing the thing but you hold them by their hands and then just kind of lead them away?
Yeah.
It's just like,
Come
no. Holds the cleaver out of reach and he's just kind of jumping, trying to grab it. And the assistant bows ahead to the six of you, I suppose, because Palos is present still. And places 6 small bags of coin on the desk in front of her. And another on the end that she seems to be putting aside for Brandy. And says, we dearly appreciate your assistance during this time, and now that things seem to be getting more intense, your company and your skill sets will be needed more than ever.
One more question. What happened to the lab?
The what? Sorry?
The lab?
The lab.
Big fucking hole.
Right, yes. The assistant, as I'm sure you have noticed, is not present. For the sake of that, she blew up something she was working on. Luckily for us, it was quite contained. However, she has since been delegated to the Dry Green sister location whilst her lab is being repaired.
What was the object?
She seemed to be working on something quite volatile, working with materials that she should not have been using at this location in that lab. The administrator seems quite exasperated, as if this is something she does quite regularly, and maybe shouldn't be doing quite regularly, but she kind of lets it slide. Now that it's happened, and it caused the damage it has, it's not going to happen again. She sighs and says, "My apologies, but none of your belongings in your rooms have been damaged. It seems to be quite contained to just the space around the lab. Simply a nuisance."
When will she be back?
Well, she comes back often enough, though likely in about 2 weeks.
Okay, I'll speak to her then.
If you need to speak to her prior to that, I believe she has the other half of the sending equipment that she has given to your friend, and she gestures to Karith.
Karith gives a nod.
Okay, well, we'll leave you with our good friend Clay. And she's gonna like smile to him, like, have fun with whatever the fuck is going on with you.
He just kind of shrugs.
Okay, so are you guys heading out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Karith is going to say one quick thing before he leaves. It is not entirely the most important to our positions. But would it be okay if I come back to speak with you about something soon after talk with Clay?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys are all kind of making your way out. You can hear Brandy and Chorus in conversation as you walk past the office. But Palos will follow you out into the corridor before she kind of parts ways with you, and tells you, if you ever need her, just ask for her with the administrator, and she will quite happily come with you if you're going out on a mission and you would like her company again. And she gives
I
you
always
all
want her company.
hugs to say goodbye. Big fluffy hugs, because that's what she's like. Clay, can I get you to roll me a perception check, please?
Sure. 19.
Okay. I assume Zelios is heading out as well.
Get your blue ass out of there.
Blue. There he goes.
Sorry, it was purple.
He's blue now?
He's blue, double D double D.
I don't like him.
Transition into a slap.
Okay, so Clay, as you watch as everyone leaves the room, you seem to be kind of alert after being told that there's somebody who has come to see you. The administrator doesn't seem to say very much as she's like packing away certain things. By the way, each of you have gotten 50 gold.
Money, money, money.
So you would have picked that up on your way out.
Really?
It's only at the very last minute, Clay, that you hear what sounds like heels, maybe. The base of shoes hitting the floor behind you, before a very tall figure is suddenly looming over your shoulder.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, it's my favorite little angry man.
Hello, Sadia.
You didn't seem pleased to see me.
No, it's nothing. You're not weird and disturbing.
I was so worried you would die out there and I wouldn't get your body.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
And did you have any fun without me?
Yes, actually. Fucking loads of it.
Oh, indulge me. What kind of fun did you have?
Vampires and shit. Apparently, Stella is out of control and is doing whatever the fuck they want. And our resident vampires getting memories back.
Oh, I see. So it's a bit of a shit show without me?
Yes. No, wait.
Ah, you missed me.
He doesn't respond to that.
So did you bring me back any presents? Like ashes or bodies?
Nope. I did not. Don't ask.
You're still carrying my fingers.
Nope. Those got dumped in a shallow grave fucking months ago.
Why would you do that?
So you wouldn't have them.
But they are for spell casting. I know you are not smart with the arcana, but they are for spell casting and they are very useful.
Sadia,
What?
what is it that you need me for?
Am I not allowed to greet a friend?
He hesitates for a moment. No, you are.
Exactly. I am well within my rights. You do not have a restraining order on me or anything.
Unfortunately, no.
Where are the others?
They fucked off the other part of the facility.
Or did they find something? Was there another crown?
Miss Sadia, the administrator kind of leans over her desk.
Hello?
I do not mean to interrupt your reunion, but if you may wait a little for us to have our conversation, and then you may continue speaking when we are finished.
Okay, I will wait outside the door for him so he cannot escape me.
That sounds appropriate. And she kind of smiles and smiles at Clay, as if she's kind of in on the joke now.
Okay, I will wait outside. I look forward to our conversation, Clay. And she'll make her way outside.
I'll see you then.
So, Clay, you're once again left alone after being effectively somewhat jump scared by this woman.
I take it she wasn't I'm waiting for.
No. The administrator smiles, and you hear the door open and close again behind you, and two figures make their way down the hall and enter the room. One is significantly taller than the other, and holding the smaller one by the arm. You instantly recognize the smaller person dressed in long kind of yellow robes with incredibly long kind of dark red hair, a streak of which is somewhat whitened. Very bright gold markings on their face, on warm brown skin. They are staring mostly at the floor with a gentle smile on their face. The taller person is built like a brick shit house. They are significantly bigger, dressed in what looks like your old uniform, or a version of it which has been adjusted to fit them. Very curly blonde hair, scarred markings across their cheeks and down their neck, and grinning ear to ear, and they kind of wave at you as they walk in. You don't recognize the taller person, but the Asmoth catches your eye. They don't seem particularly aware of your presence, but they are looking kind of to the side briefly before lifting their head up. You know, I thought you had died on the way here.
Does he know he's muted?
You're muted, bud. We can't hear you.
That's okay. He turns on and sort of like loudly just sort of says like Verve and goes to embrace him.
He hugs you back tightly.
Yeah. It's a man hug. It's a men thing.
It's a men thing.
In response to the questions that you didn't get my fucking letter.
I did, but about halfway through my journey here.
All right. Oh fuck! You've been traveling a while then.
It takes
Is
a
there
long,
any
long
shares
time to get here.
Yeah, I should fucking know. Are there any chairs in here?
The administrator offers, yeah, like across the back of the room around this kind of area, there are a few chairs that you can pull forward.
He'll go and grab 3 chairs with his big, muscly, strong arms. Because he doesn't need to make 2 trips, he can do it in one.
He can do it all in one, like the Chad he is. Chad Clay.
And we'll set them down and offer seats.
The taller figure kind of guides Verve over to sit down. And he does so and kind of smiles, again, tilting his head in your direction, but not quite looking at you.
Yeah.
So, I figured I would come and check up on you.
That is... I mean, it's good to see you again, but fuck me, that's a journey and a half just to get here.
Yeah, it's not just to see you. You do mean a lot to me, but I'm not making this entire trip just for you.
Okay, that makes more fucking sense.
I was asked to come back.
Come back?
I used to work here.
Wait, fuck, you did?
How do you think I got my hands on a soul trap?
I don't know, I never fucking asked. Fuck, that kind of explains some shit. Wait, did you fucking know about the entry exam with the weird shit that goes on? Or did they phase that out by the time you showed up?
I never had to take one.
Fuck me. and sort of shoots a look in the direction of the administrator.
The administrator kind of is averting her gaze somewhat to the table.
And who's this? And he nods towards the hunk.
The taller figure kind of grins and waves a hand at you and is like, "Hey, I'm Zachary."
Of course, he's called Zachary. What is this out of character? This Californian-looking motherfucker. Just you've got like a surfboard in one hand, and he's like.
Verve asked me to come along because I'm big and he didn't have anyone to take care of him on the way here, so I came. I'm here now, and he smiles. Verve kind of puts a hand on your leg and says, he's a new recruit. They are an interesting one. You'll once you spent as much time with them as I have, you get used to them.
Zachary, eh? Alright then.
I've heard a lot about you.
Sure you fucking have. So, I mean, there's no sense beating around the fucking bush. Clay will... Does Verve drink? I don't remember. Does he?
Verve does, yeah.
Okay. Knowing Clay, he's definitely got like one of those little flasks on him somewhere, so he'll offer it out to Verve.
Verve will lift a hand because he can gauge kind of what you're doing by the sound that the bottle made.
Yeah, I imagine Clay's familiar enough with him that he would know how to interact with Verve.
Yeah.
Sense.
So you offer it, sort of, you nudge his hand with it so he's able to find it, so he's not just aimlessly waving his hand around. And he takes a swig, and he smiles, says, you know, I have come here on business.
You can drink and do business at the same fucking time.
The administrator looks like she's going to say something and doesn't. And Zach kind of offers his hand forward and says, "Can I have some?"
Yeah. Clay will hand it over.
They tilt their head back and chug a good portion of it before giving you the bottle back. Shit, that's strong.
For you, maybe.
And Verve kind of settles himself, places his hands in his lap, and looks to your left. And the smile fades somewhat. She's not doing too good.
Clay just watches his eyes for a moment. Yeah, that's why I wanted to talk to you. She's... Honestly, neither of us have been as fucking good as we have been before.
I wasn't expecting it to be a permanent fix, you know. I sent you here and hoping that someone might be able to offer you more assistance than I could. But clearly that assistance isn't working.
Shoots a look back to the administrator, clearly not.
The administrator just simply meets your gaze and says nothing. She's listening, but not contributing. Well, it might be partially the reason they asked me to come here.
Oh, you were asked to come here. You didn't just come, of your own decision.
I was asked. I received a letter shortly after you left, actually.
Huh.
He seems to be watching to your left quite intensely. And the look on his face is becoming more and more of kind of a frown. She's getting out on her own now.
Yes. Yes, she is.
Have you changed anything about how you interact with her? What has changed?
Well, other than the fact that I'm here now and doing shit for Arda, I mean, the big thing that happened was what I wrote about in the letter. Out of character, I'm just trying to remember what I actually wrote in this letter.
Oh Christ.
It was last year? I don't even remember.
It was in February.
Yeah. I did mention about the underground place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you spoke to him about the fact that you went to the Underdark and what you had to do there.
Said it's been happening a little bit, but that was like, I don't know, things seem to get worse since then.
You have been praying?
Yeah. I'm not any fucking good at it, but I've been doing like. Honestly, doesn't seem to be making much of a fucking difference, all this priesty or shit.
Have you asked?
Asked what?
Well, you can probably ask to talk to Entum if you're that. If this is getting this out of hand, maybe they would be able to offer you some advice.
I'm just some fucking cunt. Like, what's that doing? I'm sure gods and shit have got their own matters.
It is not too far of a stretch. Entum is not exactly the most openly worshipped.
No, I guess not.
You could always speak to anyone who follows Sam, because Entum is a child of Sam. Maybe they would be able to help you.
Does Clay know anyone like that?
To your knowledge, the only person you know is Sadia.
I thought that was the answer, and I just wanted to double check. Okay. You see sighs at that. I could always see what she knows about her divine shit. Honestly, she's.
This
Look.
is the woman you mentioned in your letter, huh?
Yes. I don't know if she's got spirits and shit floating around her. Well, I wouldn't shit she mind knowing. If you see her, let me know. But she's. I don't know. I think she probably means well, but she's just got this weird fucking obsession with like corpses and shit.
I mean, I don't want to be rude, but you're not that far off.
Yeah, at least I don't choose for it to fucking happen, though. She wants to, like, experiment and make fucked shit. I'm just trying to put it back, I think. I'm not really making much progress on that, there, am I?
I think, honestly, the best thing you could do is ask for clerical guidance. Even if you don't get an audience with Entum himself, or, maybe it is worth trying. Have you prayed and asked?
Not other than like the burial rites. And Clay will basically sort of say how he does burial rites and he does sort of basic clerical stuff, but there'd be no attempt at beyond the initial desperation stage. Around when he first got the soul trap, there's been no real attempt of a personal connection. More just going through the motions and respecting it, and as a overall thing.
I know it seems like a stretch, and hell, I might be asking too much of you, but it might be worth a try, considering that our original options don't seem to be doing much. And if she is getting stronger, and she is able to break out of the soul trap, that implies that the soul traps we have are not as powerful as we thought they were.
Saying my win is more powerful than this first age shit.
Possibly so.
Chuckles, he would chuckle at that. Like a sort of, that's my girl kind of pride.
Your original goal was to make sure that she passed on peacefully.
Yep.
What we are currently doing is holding her prisoner.
When she gets out, she goes straight back to killing.
I can understand why. She is angry we are holding her hostage.
Is that how she views it?
He kind of looks over to your left again. Not particularly. She doesn't particularly want to go, either. But it's not doing her any good, keeping her in this place.
I know.
Look, he places a hand on you again. You don't have to do this on your own. By the sounds of it from your letter, you've made quite a few friends. Which, is quite unlike you.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
I'm saying you're not exactly likable, Clay.
You won't respond to that.
You're in the right place to be able to experiment with trying to find ways of getting her to move on. But I think the first place to start is the person who is not letting her move on, which is the god of death.
I knew I hung out with you for a reason, Verve. Smart ideas and shit.
It's probably the reason why they asked me to come here. And kind of smiles. I can't leave you anywhere. I have to be here. That's just... Now that is my job. I'm your caretaker.
Better you than anyone else.
Clearly. And the administrator kind of sits up in her seat. And says, there are plenty of people available who may be able to assist you with making connections to your god. We do have shrines available outside where people tend to pray to their respective deities, though maybe not as specific as yours is. Some does have a shrine outside if that is something that you wish to pursue.
It's good to know. You'll turn to Verve. Would it make sense to set up like an Entom one? Can we do that?
You can make your own shrine, and no one's stopping you.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, probably. Fuck.
Even if you just do it in your accommodation, I can help out as much as I can. Obviously, I can't help too much. It's not like I can see you putting it together, but I will know. And Zachary pipes up. I can help. I'm good at helping. I'm good at that.
Clay's just, from this perspective, would just lean slightly, like around Verve, and just nod, like, alright, sure.
I'm really good at picking up shit, so if you need me to go carry heavy shit, I could do that.
Sure. We'll become fucking gym bros.
Gym himbos, great. Jimbos.
Spot each other. The art of gym.
The art of gym. Boys out on the training ground. Yeah. So the administrator says that Verve has been already assigned his accommodation, and Zachary is assigned with him so that he has somebody available. Though if Zach is not available on hand, they'll get somebody to take care of Verve whilst they aren't around, similarly to how they handle Miras.
Yeah, sure. Most seem to be in good company, barring himself. So, like,
Miras cannot be left alone. He's a fool.
But yes, that sounds good.
Either way, Clay, it is good to hear your voice again, my friend.
Yours as well, my dude.
My dude.
Sorry, the Californian gym bro is rubbing off on this.
My dude, Sa.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro. And
Yeah,
he kind of stands himself up, and Zach stands next to him. Zach is just overshadows Vervatine massively, because he is just they are huge in comparison to him. And they kind of offer an arm. And Verve places a hand again on your shoulder. You'll come and find me when you need me.
Yep, you too. You need to shoot the shit or whatever. Just come knocking.
It's been a long trip. I think I need some sleep.
Yeah, you could do that.
I don't, but I got to stick around, Verve, because no one else is going to take care of him right now.
I mean, Clay could offer to look after him if there's nothing else he's needed here for.
Currently, you are not needed necessarily for anything, because you've been told that you're on leave with Asterion. So unless the party want to go and do something, you aren't being sent out immediately. So you can spend some time with Verve if that's what you'd like.
Yeah, he'd offer to do that. If Zach needs to go, I don't know, piss or something, he can fuck off and.
Oh, you can introduce me to your mates?
Yeah, they're around.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, we got to do that.
I'd like to find him a nice potted plant to talk to or something.
Verve is very desperately trying to keep a straight face. So he is just kind of, he holds onto your arm and you lead him instead. He passes his thanks to the administrator, who says, if you require anything, do come back. I do spend most of my time in here.
Good to know. Clay would lead him mostly out the room, and then stop by the door, and then poke his head back in and be like, "Wait, which fucking room is it?"
Zach, can you show him to my room? And Zachary's like, yeah, okay, yeah. And he follows you, or they follow you, and show you where his accommodation is, respectively. So, for the sake of, I will say that you've been shown the room, and then you come back to pick up Verve. And Zach seems to just be a constant ray of dopey sunshine. So he's just grinning, and he's like, "It's so great to meet you, Mr. Clay. This is great. I've been told so much about you."
Like what?
Like Verve really likes you, so he talks about you a lot.
Oh, of course he fucking does. He's a lovely. He's the good shit.
And also, Thum talks about you, and he says that you used to be really noisy, and now that you're not there, it's really quiet, and you don't like it.
Oh, how's the rest of the old lot doing?
Managing. That's where they hired me, though, because when you left, they didn't have anyone to do the shit jobs, so they get me to do it.
The shit jobs?
Apparently.
Fuck me.
And that's why I'm here.
Well, clearly, then they have to hire some other poor sod to do them if we're not around.
Yeah, I think they got someone else to do it, because Thum wouldn't do them himself. and they said that I'd be the perfect person to accompany Verv, and also I get to see you, and that's pretty cool.
What John that's going to be. Yeah, you look like you can handle yourself. Was the trip here harder than it needed to be, or?
No, it was okay. It was okay. Yeah. I swear to God, Sam, I'm gonna kill you. It was a long one. It was long, but it was okay.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Life is like a box of chocolate.
You never know where
Play,
you're
why
gonna
do the
meet.
people make me do the bad jobs? I swear to God.
You get banned on Twitch, I swear to God. You get fucking
I'm gonna
banned
get
on
myself
Twitch.
banned.
Oh my God. You can't say that on Twitch.
Oh man. Okay. Fuck.
Why does he go to pigeon?
Yeah, and then Zach regaled that he apparently kept Verv safe most of the journey. They were accompanied by various groups of people as they were effectively like hitchhiking to get between towns all the way up here because they did not have their own travel. So it was a long trip, but they managed to get here in one piece. And Verv just seems like he needs the rest. The poor guy.
Yeah, imagine. If Verv needs to hit the hay, then I think Clay would just hang out with Zach for a bit and just catch up on info. Yeah.
Okay. Sadia is stood outside in the hallway with the other party.
Yay! With all my weird spirits that surround me.
And Thumb seems very excited to see you. Your thumb is, like Sadia's thumb is currently still in her lab, so they are not going off.
Yeah, they're not gonna fight like a motherfucker.
Thumb offers you a berry, Sadia.
Sadia's just gonna pick him up like you would a child and just cradle him.
Seems very comfortable in these arms.
He deserves to see the world from my height. And she kind of looked to the rest of the party. So I heard you met with vampires. None of you died though, so that is a positive.
Not yet.
I am sorry, we do not have corpses to bring creatures
Don't
in
have
a
fucking
vain
corpses.
attempt to make a joke.
Yes, it is quite sad. I didn't get any gifts from Clay either, which is a bit sad. But I'm sure you'll be giving me more ashes soon.
Why would you need ashes? Is it
It's
These vampire ashes.
Yeah, to
Also-
sprinkle on my farm.
Also, hello, Celia. It's been a while.
Hello, you look ill.
Wow, how kind of you.
Ew. Are you talking about the? He points to his neck, like. that thing?
Yes, it looks like you have an octopus in your neck.
I mean, from my previous clan, they said we would have been worshipped by the gods. Also about but apparently to this party that I've been. It's more of a bad thing.
Yeah, it's true. It's like if you give a crumb to an ant, they will think you are a god, but you are not a god, you are just a person. Depends what you believe.
Wait, are you? My brain. Are you saying I'm an ant or a god? Or
I am saying that yes, perhaps you have been an ant in this scenario, and that you have been misinterpreting what you have been given.
Brandy, check
I
your
see.
whispers.
I see.
But it is good to see that you are not dead.
I mean, I don't think I would die anytime soon.
You say that? No.
True.
You got quite close to it.
Oh, and
True.
your friend also has it.
Who?
The little leafy one.
The leafy one. Looks at Drosera, like.
No,
Only-
not you. The assistant also has your illness.
They do.
Yes. They told me not to worry about it though, so yeah, I'm sure it will be fine. If they die, I get to use them for planting. So
You never explained this to me.
as it's because I am such a friendly and hospitable person.
That's one way of putting it.
How long have you had it?
I am not sure. You would have to ask her yourself. She has been put in a different location because she blew up this one.
I see.
Oh, Celia,
I-
Celia, I have something
Yeah.
for you.
What is it? Is it the body?
No, he looks through his pouches and he pulls out this little stone, and it looks like it's not like an actual gemstone or anything. It looks like the kind of semi-see-through kind of stones you get. That the
Right.
weird
Like
ones,
pirate
you get
glass.
so big. Yeah, a bit like pirate glass, and he kind of hands it over. So, I look for something from adventure to bring. If we did not get much anything else to show where we've been, I thought you might like it.
A stone? Is it a stone?
Something along those lines. Okay.
Well, I
I
suppose
thought it was quite nice looking. I thought you might have liked it. I thought, just considering you were not with us, it might have been a little thing to show up where we've been.
Oh, he brought you a rock.
Literally. Listen, it's what he does for his wife all the time, alright? Leave him the
So
fuck
he's just
alone.
like, I got you a present because you went with us.
Even though I know that shiny things are very important to you, I will put it on my shelf. I'm sure many fossils have died in it, so it is.
I would not be surprised. I do not know what fossil is, but you know what
Okay.
to talk about.
Okay. Okay. I will bring you back a fossil at some time.
Oh,
Can I make a request? Sorry, pardon me.
No, I was just going to ask,
Oh.
did Sarah know Sadia at that point? Did they know each other? I can't remember
I
at
don't
what
think
point.
They,
No,
they haven't met.
No.
Yeah. What's your
Wait, who-
request, Reese?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Zeus was asking for a request to because
Astarion.
Asterion made the request. That's the first time I messed up then.
He's undead naming himself. What do we do?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He's just recollecting asking was it Sadia who checked all the items like the crown and stuff, if they're like basically cursed or not.
Sadia was the last one to investigate them and gave them to Chorus.
Okay. So Asterion will ask, like, would they be able to do the same for his, basically the new sword that he acquired from that area as well?
Who are you
Would it be-
asking?
Sadia.
You want
Okay,
Sadia to investigate the sword that
But-
you picked up in the Underdark.
Yeah, because wasn't it Sadia who checked if
You
they were
didn't
like...
take the sword, you brought the blueprints.
What? No, his broadsword that his sword that he's been using, like, since...
The,
So
the,
bought
the plus one sword, isn't
The
it?
+1 sword.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
that sword.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You
He
want it to
basically,
just be
when
checked
you know the
over.
breast, was it the is it breastplates, or like whether it's called the heavy armor, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
the crown and stuff, and then Zelius got not Zed Asterion, but Zelius at the time. Asterion got the sword as well, but he never checked that, so he's
Okay.
he's asking if
So,
Zelius could
you are asking in hindsight whether it has any diseases on it?
I guess it'd be good for him to check because I never checked since the Underdark.
Okay. How long are you staying here? I can have a full check over, but it may take a bit.
I'm guessing we're staying here for a little while.
Depends
Right.
on what you guys plan to do.
Because we're meant. Well, I mean, at least for Azarian, he's meant to be like.
You're meant to be undercover, but you can go
yeah.
out. You can go out so long as you're not associated with Arda for the time being.
He said it'll be fine. He'll leave the sword, with Sadia.
Sick. Okay. Well, thank you for giving me your weapon. I hope you won't need it. You have not introduced me to your orange friend. No, they have met. They have met because I remember the fucking orange meme.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Where Drosera was like, oh.
What is this?
Yeah,
In
Drosera
the town, they have met.
They met
Yeah, they have
briefly,
met.
very briefly.
Yes, they have met because they had this stupid discussion where Sadie was like, "Can you cut off my arm or something?" And she was like, "What
Hold
the
on.
fuck?"
You were in
Yeah,
Fort
well,
Fardell together.
Wait.
Yeah, we
had
did
to
that whole
talk.
quest line together.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand the question, so I was like, what? Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I was trying to remember at what point everything happened. Okay, fair.
The entire Underdark.
Yeah, the entirety of the
Sorry,
Underdark.
my
Oh,
brain.
I'm
Have
glad
they
that we all
met?
forgot that.
My
Sadia.
brain. Yeah, but also, you didn't say anything to contest it. You kept quiet when we were like, "Have they met?" And then Toby went,
No,
"No,
because I
they
didn't
have."
think you were
I have
asking
the
that question
brain
because I was like,
capacity of a dead fish, so don't ask me.
Yeah, to be fair. Okay. Well, I primarily came here to harass Clay, but if you are all here, we can have some fun. Did you find anything interesting when you went out?
I mean, apart from, I'm guessing, whatever I spoke to. I mean,
You found brandy.
Estella has green eyes now because someone made a deal with
You
Lazarus.
what?
He looks at Estella like just staring at Estella like
You made a deal with Lazarus, you fuck.
Yeah.
She'll kind of look down to Estella and go,
calling Estella out.
What did you do exactly?
I made a deal with Lazarus.
You made a deal. What kind of deal?
Said that he was going to help me.
That is very vague. He could help you by like slipping you into the sweet slumber of death. It
Well-
doesn't.
Lazarus said he would help make Estella stronger
Yeah.
to help find her father.
Does stronger mean in the way of Asterion, or is it more less feral?
We were unsure exactly of how Lazarus mean what to say.
Did you made a
I'm
you made a
sorry?
deal, but you did not
You
question
didn't
it?
ask?
You didn't ask anything.
You didn't ask what this was?
You do realize strength could mean literally anything.
It could mean anything. You could be a vampire for all we know.
Well-
Estella has eaten food since, so that is not really.
I don't know. Vampires might
Goes
transform
in
slowly
sun-
like
They've been in
butterflies.
daylight and did not burn into pieces, so I mean, that's
Yeah.
It was an example, DM.
Okay, but strength could literally mean anything from strength, like better magic, or literally turning you something like into stone.
It could
Because
be meant
technically
to
you're
be.
stronger.
Yes, it could mean anything. Did you not have a sit-down conversation with Lazarus?
Well, I mean, if turning me into stone helps me find my dad.
I don't think that will help.
Well, I
you
mean,
find
you'd be
it.
standing still, Estella. Maybe it would help.
oh my god.
I'm very confused with how people are reacting.
Okay, you know what? You are going to come with me.
I'm very
You are going to come with me, and we're going to discuss this with Lazarus, because I had a very nice talk with Lazarus last time. And if he has tried to screw you in any way, we will find out.
Okay, I mean, I don't see any difference.
Test that I did advise against, but he was
You were there?
I was the way he proceeded to talk to me in turn when I advised Estella not to. I did not think that both of us would be leaving his realm, as to say. If I had said anything more than what I did.
In Karik, you need to talk to people like they are a piece of dirt, and then they will respect you.
Well, I mean, that might work for you, but I do not think the same logic always applies to everyone. because you have a way with words that apparently me as being apparently completely illiterate to half of this world. I mean, they do not entirely understand. I mean, half the time I talk to start with, it comes across strange. But I hope you I hope understand of what mean. Sometimes it is not always what say, but the person that say it.
Estella, why did you not bring the Drosera with you? She was a fae as well. She would have known how to look through contracts.
Last time she went, she didn't even look at him.
You're breaking up an awful lot.
You're just very quiet.
Hold on. Yeah, is that better?
Yes.
Yeah, you're better.
Good. Well, last time Drosera went, they didn't seem to look at him at all. Didn't want to interact, so I wasn't thinking that they would want to go.
I mean, yes, but isn't that... Drosera, back me up if I am wrong, but I thought you were not meant to look at fae, as you said.
I would have at least advised you to make a better choice. I wouldn't tell you what to do, but making a deal that's very vague is a very bad idea.
Yes.
Yeah, but... Okay, what?
Why did you not say the truth when I asked what happened now?
Because I knew you'd be upset.
So I mean, it's not a good fucking decision then.
It's...
No one likes Lazarus.
It's not necessarily
that's for a fucking reason.
I like Lazarus.
So Clay,
Yeah.
I assume you've entered the conversation.
I'm assuming you're back.
I didn't realise I wasn't there, so...
I mean, you could bring the himbo into this conversation. That'd be great.
No.
Do it.
Yeah, bring him. Bring him.
Whilst
Do
you
it.
guys are discussing, we're gonna cut back to Chorus and Brandy.
Oh, sick.
Chorus has begun work on your hammer.
Oh, I thought you just said Chorus has a gun. I was like,
Same.
what?
Yes, it is.
Begun.
I can't fix your hammer, but I can replace it.
I can
Yeah, take
replace
this
your whole
Glock.
life.
He seems to have been sort of deep in pulling it apart effectively from the inside to repair bits of it that have fried, bits of it that have become too damaged because of erosion, because of its use, and idly making conversation with you in the meantime. It seems to take him a while before he notices. He sort of states to you, where did you get this?
I got it from up there, and she kind of points to the sky.
Off world. I can tell that it's clearly not from Sif.
Well, yeah, it's from up there. I just get... Effectively, we're like the guinea pigs for our patron who gives us weapons to try out, and this was one that I really, really liked, so I kept it.
Who is this patron?
You were familiar with them. I was kind of almost referred.
He kind of stops and looks at you and swallows. Right. You say it was you say you're testing it out.
Yeah, it's these kind of weapons. They're a bit temperamental, but they evolve and stuff, depending on the user. And so I'm reliable enough to be in charge of it.
He suddenly sort of averts his gaze. Returns back to working on the hammer. He seems a bit more nervous than he was before. wasn't aware that the master sent you. You should have said something.
I mean, it's just a gift from him. I don't technically. I'm not like his slave or anything.
He doesn't really he doesn't really do gifts.
You say that. Me and my friends have loads and loads of weapons from him.
Again, he seems to pale somewhat. And the wooden hand that is holding, effectively like a screwdriver, seems to go stiff, and he has to force it into moving with his other arm. Right. Yeah. I didn't know he had people like you on Sif doing
people like me.
Well,
you want to clarify?
He seems to be getting more and more nervous the more he's talking to you. People, normal people like you. Usually he's very specific about who he gifts things to. If a gift is even something that he does, he's not really the type to give people anything.
I mean, I don't know if I'm following, but what it seems to me like you're saying is that I don't seem special enough for his gift.
No. That's not what I meant. What I meant at all. He seems like he's struggling to focus on his work. Now that he's in conversation about this topic. It's simply you must have done something to get his attention.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm pretty well known in my hometown. If it don't make me sound too proud, but I haven't done anything that big yet. I'm hoping to.
This sort of experimental technology isn't common. Definitely not here. And it's why you would have been referred to me, because I will be the only person on this planet to be able to fix it.
Well, I'm glad there's at least one, because it's pretty messed up. I don't really know what's up with it, but I'm hoping you can help. You don't need to be nervous or anything around me. I ain't anything special or nothing.
You work with the master. That makes you my higher up.
I mean, you're the one that knows more about this than me. I just swing it about.
He swallows, and sort of forces his arm in a sudden sort of jolt backwards to get it to lay straight against his side. It seems like it's quite uncomfortable, but he doesn't say anything. I can get this fixed up in a few hours if you want to reunite with your team, your friends.
That'd be great. I shouldn't really be doing anything except I kind of have this whole routine I have to do in the evening, like a kind of beauty thing. If you just couldn't disturb me in that time.
That's fine. I can contact you in the morning if it's too late.
Yeah, that's much better. I'll come back then in the morning.
He nods. He seems significantly less open with you now. Kind of returning to sit down and start tinkering with your hammer. Averting,
Insane.
kind of looking away from you. But you are welcome to leave.
Kind of seems a bit confused, but she's like, I mean, I'm not going to bug a man whilst he's doing a job, so she'll make her way out and back to the group of Chads who are arguing in the corridor.
You've returned to the conversation of argument, which is great. Clay, what are you up to? Where are you taking Zach?
Clearly, we need to bench some presses, as the boys do.
The California boys do.
California bed. They're going.
They seem happy enough to follow you anywhere, so they're not. They're just kind of wandering with you.
I think Clay wants to know, like, basically shoot the shit and like learn about what's going on back at home and stuff.
I will allow you to continue your investigation of said things next session.
Yeah, I was gonna say not
in DT if you want to, but I'm quite happy to do it in this session coming. If it's something you want to investigate whilst you're still in Arda, before you go out doing other things.
Yeah, that.
If that's the case, I think I will call the session there then. And you guys can either continue in DT or you can talk about this next session. But thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's that?
My voice dying.
Fantastic. We will hopefully be back again next Wednesday. I'm sorry there has been quite a bit break. We've been busy doing bits and bobs and I am too tired. So hopefully we'll be running again next week, same time. Thanks for coming. We will see you next week. I appreciate it. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.